Second graders should have many opportunities to demonstrate their understanding of place value. In second grade, students are asked to compare two 3-digit numbers, and they might be presented in various forms, including number or base 10, like you see here. They might be in word form and they might be in expanded form. Students can also draw out the number with a proof drawing to demonstrate their understanding. Students worked with comparing numbers in first grade, but in first grade they only compared two 2-digit numbers as they only worked with numbers within 100. In second grade, we are working with numbers within 1,000. And second graders will only be asked to compare two numbers at a time. There are many strategies students can use when comparing numbers, but they definitely should have lots of experiences communicating their comparison in words before you jump into actual comparison symbols. So let's look at this example. We have 288 and we're comparing it to 294. Students should be able to recognize that these two numbers are close in value because they both start with 200. So they may want to count up or count back to see how close they are and to figure out if 288 is less than, greater than, or equal to 294. So let's look at it and we'll try to count up and see if that works. We have 288 and let's count up 289, 290, 291, 292, 293, and we get to 294. So students should be able to say that I know that 288 is less than 294 because when I'm counting up, I say 288 before I say 294. And then you can introduce students to the comparison symbols. They did work with these symbols back in first grade, so they should know that this is the greater than symbol, this is the less than symbol, and this is the equal to symbol. But they may need some reminders to understand that when using the symbols are pointing to the smaller number. So let's read this expression. 288 is less than 294. Let's try another one. So let's compare 604 to 614. Students should be able to compare these two numbers even though they are larger 3-digit numbers. Once again, let's look at the values of each digit. And for this strategy, we're going to really look at the place value strategy. So we have 604 and 614. Both of them have 600s. But 604 has 0 10s and 4 1s, and 614 has 1 10 and 4 1s. I know that 0 10s is less than 1 10, so I know that 604 is less than 614. Then I need to use my comparison symbol, and I know I need to use my less than symbol. So I'm going to put my less than symbol into my expression. I know it's pointing to the smaller number. Let me read across my expression. 604 is less than 614. Let's try another one. Here we have an expanded form example, and you will notice that this expanded form example is all out of order. Students should be able to work with these types of expressions. So we have 400 plus 5 plus 60 is greater than, less than, or equal to 10 plus 7 plus 400. Students might want to reorganize this and put it into 400 plus 60 plus 5, so it's in place value order, hundreds, tens, and ones, and this one into 400 plus 10 plus 7, so again it's hundreds, tens, and ones, or students might want to compose them all together and get 465, and over here get 417. Students also could draw a picture. They could use a proof drawing and draw 400, 5 ones, 6 tens, and draw over here 4 hundreds, 1 10, and 7 ones to compare. So when you look at these two, the students should be able to see that yes, they have the same amount of hundreds, but when I look at the tens, I see 465 has 6 tens, but 417 only has 1 10. I know that 6 tens is greater than 1 10, so I know that 465 is greater than 417, and then I'm going to use a comparison symbol, and I know I need to use the greater than symbol, And I'll put that in there and read across. 400 plus 5 plus 60 is greater than 10 plus 7 plus 400. Let's try one last one. Sometimes students will see them in word form. So if I have 65 tens and I'm comparing it to 650, the best way to use a place value strategy might be to draw a place value proof drawing. So I'm going to draw my 65 tens. I'm going to draw them in groups of 5 on top of another 5 to make 10. So I have 6 groups of 10. I know that 10 tens is equal to 100. So if I have 6 tens, I know that I have 600 plus 5 tens left over, which tells me I have 650. So 65 tens has a value of 650. So if I'm comparing 65 tens to 650, I know that they are equal to each other. And if I want to use a comparison symbol, then I know I need to use the equal symbol. And I'm going to read across 65 tens equals 650. Once again, using all sorts of place value strategies to share my thinking when comparing two 3-digit numbers.